Like, I would love to get a bandit deck to gold stake in the nearish future. Let's see, though. I'd want to start off strong. Alright, aces full of another card. Eights and aces. I think it's close to being enough to get you in one. I'm not sure if it's quite there. It is. Okay. And vampire. An early vampire. It doesn't do much for you immediately, but I mean, that has potential to scale you pretty well. You do need to be getting those enhancements. Let's get a spectral pack, though. A spectral pack can do some good things for you. Like some aura and immolate. I'm just thinning the deck in general. And none of these are great cards. You have all your threes present. That or you make a card, like, better. To then maybe copy it more in the future. But just thin the deck and get 20 bucks early in the game. I think that's what you have to go with here. And then now you can actually buy Vampire and get your Buffoon back. So this is a perishable smeared Joker. Or Eternal the Order? I don't really like playing straights, but if they're, like, a bandit deck is decent for straights, in theory. It's like, okay, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, we already have a straight. There you go. I kind of feel like that should have scored more. Okay, well, whatever. It's fine. Alright, Hanging Chad is pretty good. I do like a Spectral Pack, though. Immolate again. Add negative. Add purple. Well, okay. Actually, I think purple seal makes a lot of sense. You put it on your 2 here. Because purple seals gives you tarot cards, and then tarot cards can often give you enhanced cards, which feeds the vampire. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So 6, 7, 8, 10. So you get rid of your dupes, for sure. You really wanted to draw 9 there. Again, you're just gonna have to get rid of your duplicates. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How is that so bad? With, like, I've got the order. I like, what? I guess we just have such bad base mult right now. And how much base mult are we getting? Like, a straight is 4. Okay. That's fair. I guess the order right now is giving us 8 mult. We need some base mult. I'm realizing. I mean, runner, though. Like, you can't pass up runner when you're running the straight build. Pun not intended. Do you want Arcana? I mean, you want to get the vampire off the ground, that's for certain. Yeah, so just give me some coverage here. Okay, we need base mult. Like, that is our big concern right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Base mult, scaling the vampire would be good too. Leveling up the poker hand would give us some base mult. Not really sure I'm feeling Ancient Joker. If poker hand is a straight flush, no way to do this. You're insane. I mean, Telescope, you gotta have that. Like, that's gonna help you level up your straights, which will give you base mult, which will make the order decent, which will let you survive. Easy. 4, 5. So you really want to get rid of the low end here and your duplicates. Okay. 8, 7, 5. Again, duplicates goodbye, low end goodbye. Yeah. Did I get rid of a 5? I think I got rid of a 5. Ugh, this is why I hate straights. 9, 8, 7. Okay, get rid of duplicates. keep the 4, get rid of the 3, play this. So we have 10, we got 9, we got 8, we got 7, we got 6. Okay, there we go. That's all you need. There we go. Alright. This... we can't run driver's license and vampire. The question is, do you want to run driver's license or vampire? And vampire is going to do something a lot quicker. Driver's license, what it said does something, is probably going to be better. Although once vampire eats 16 enhanced cards, it's already at 2.6. Which is almost driver's license, then it can scale further from there. And you definitely get the Celestial pack here to get some Saturns. Just leveling up the hand, getting more base molds is going to make our times mold from order a lot more meaningful. 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Lovely. And we feed the malt to the vampire. We're good. I've got a very good feeling about this run. And I do like the idea of having another discard, but also these Celestial packs I think are really important right now. Because we don't have any base malt otherwise. We're not doing aces straights. Forget that. Forget it. We are going to get some Hierophants going. Because we want to scale the vampire. We want to... Okay. A lot of things to scale. Vampire, base bolt. Make ballot worthwhile at some point, maybe. Alright, so we get rid of the duplicates. We get rid of this too, because who the heck needs it? And that's what you want. 4, 5. So we really want a 7. 4, 5, 6. 8. Okay, get out of here. 2. You can hang on to the 3. You need a 7. So you have 4, 5, 6 right now. If we had 7, it would be 8, 9, 10. But if you do that, then you do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 anyway. So you get rid of the 9, you get rid of 5, 4, 2. And you just play them. Like, you really need a 7 to show up at any point. There are 3 in the deck. Thank you. Straights are so scary. Alright, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7. You literally just need an 8. Or a 3. Never works. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, again, you still want 8 or 3. Although now if an 8 were to show up, you would actually play 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So actually now you get rid of the 4. And now you play 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Straights break my brain. But what was I supposed to do? You fall into the order and the runner. Like, I think we need more discards. I need another discard. So that we have the bandwidth to get to our straight consistently. Alright, so what do we have right now? I mean, maybe you even do a low straight this time? No, you don't, because you have literally 1 3 in the deck. So low straights are just out of the question. In that case, you gotta just discard the low end here, I think. And then you just keep everything else as is? Okay. 4, 5, 7. So basically we want 6s here. And if we got 6, right, it would be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So you get rid of 4, you get rid of ace, you get rid of duplicates. And there you go. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which actually is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Is what you're going to do. It did decrease levels of poker hand, which is annoying. Another one? 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Do we have any 9s in the deck? We have 2. Okay. That wasn't helpful. Okay, so hold on. 10, 9, 8, goodbye. 7, 6, 5. Okay. Or actually, here's what you do. No, you don't strengthen 8 into a 9. Like, it helps you now, but you're going to be paying for that later. Because it's going to get your distribution all out of whack. What you do definitely do is, I think you strength up the ace and the 4. Because we've been doing higher end straights, so you want to get these around to the point where eventually they're worthwhile. Just give you an Arcana pack. Judgments? Yeah, Gross Michelle. That's actually kind of exactly what we want. Okay. 2s, you're gone. 4, you're gone. Duplicate 10, you're gone. Temperance, you are used. Alright. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And maybe that's what we're fixing our deck towards. Just constant 10, 9, 8, 7, 6s. And actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind, because we have Vampire. That scales. We have Runner. That scales. I think you do lose a hand, but we don't want to play our hands anyway. So I think you use your Jump Arcana pack first. And money is good, but scaling the Vampire is good. But getting rid of the 4s and the... what is more important? Give me the Temperance. It gives us more flexibility later on. Now that we're back here, we have the time to scale this stuff a little bit more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We literally just need an 8. Actually, no, you don't. You literally have a straight right now. Why is my straight at level 1 again? What happened? I guess that one boss blind happened. Now the Gross Michelle is gone. Give me Diet Cola. And like, yeah. Okay, you guys can go. 10. Okay, you can go. You can probably go. Justice. I'd put Justice on a class card on a 4. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It just wants to be something that we play this round. We need a 7. Always need a 7, don't you? 3 7s in the deck. Come and get it. There we go. Alright, Justice up at 10. Feed the Vampire. Oh. We'll keep an eye out for it. We want to use this Diet Cola on. That was not even enough. 6, 7. Do we have 8s? We have 1 8 in the deck. And you clearly get rid of these aces. Goodbye 7, goodbye 5. And then you basically we have like a 50% chance to draw our 8. If we draw the 8, we win. If we don't, we lose. That was not allowed, but it's fine. We drew the 8. That's all that mattered. Literally all that mattered there was drawing this 8. Emperor me. Tower, that's just actually count. Well, actually, you know what? Well, I think we can use Tower. Yeah, it's just to feed the Vampire. Alright, let's get our straights upgraded again because that was taken from me and it makes me sad. I guess in theory we might play a straight flush at some point. Even if only by accident. Do I want a rare joker? Do I have 2 rare jokers? No, I don't. Granted, Ballad is doing nothing. Dyed Cola is doing nothing. So actually, you know what? 2 free rare jokers in the next shop. That actually kind of hits the spot right now. Four, 5, 6. But, okay, here's the thing. We already have 10 and 9. So, if we were to get a 7 and didn't... 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not getting a 3. Get that out of your mind. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what it would be. But if we get 7 and 8, we're playing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 anyway. So, you guys go. But, before you go... Actually, no, forget. You're going. You're gone. There's our 7s. We don't have our 8. It's fine. It's fine. Probably. I hate straights with a fiery passion. Anyways, okay, so we use the tower. We turn the... Yeah, we turn this 6 into the tower. We just play this 6 just to feed the vampire. It does nothing otherwise, but trust me on this. Now we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hopefully that's enough to win 1, because if not, we are doomed. We are doomed. Let's see. We have 2, 3, 4. Actually, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What luck. Great thing we still have that 1 to 3 in the deck. Okay, please. Rare jokers that help. The family. We can't do the family while also doing the order. I guess we could, like, have them both, and then just, like, it's a alternate win condition, but we aren't really fixing our deck in that direction. Everything else is straight, so, like... And you buy it, I think just so you can sell it, honestly. And we don't really play 2s. How many 2s are even in the deck at this point? 5, actually. Why do we have an extra 2? When did that happen? Oh, we strengthened the ace into a 2, right. And this does nothing, so you sell it. This could, in theory, maybe eventually play, like, a single 2, and then it does something. I guess we could play 2s as discards. To build the Wee Joker and get some chips. That's not the planets you wanted to see. I think, actually, you sell them. They're more valuable as being sold for parts. I think you gotta take a flyer here on you get rid of Wee Joker because we're not playing the 2s, and you Judgment and get a better Joker. Fortune Teller. That's actually, I think, exactly what the Doctor ordered here. That's give us the base mults that we need for Vampire and the Order to actually do something. Play only 1 hand. Well, hopefully all of our newfound... What do we have? We just need a 6. Yeah. Perfect. That being said, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now. I think what you do is you discard your duplicates here. Because if you draw a 9, you'd rather play 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You go again. We can only play 1 hand anyway, so you want to make it the best you can. So 4. You don't play the 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9,000 in a single hand. I'm not sure if we are capable of that, but we do have Fortune Teller now, which should help meaningfully. Oh, 34,000. Easy, easy. Who would have thought? Some base mold is all we needed to make the Vampire and Order actually be relevant. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling better now. I mean, there's an argument to be made. Almost any Joker to be better than hanging Chad, but there is also an argument to be made that just getting money is pretty good too, so. Do I want foil holographing poly? Sure, why not? Am I skipping for a polychrome Joker? It's cool. It's probably gonna be better than hanging Chad at least, right? In theory. All right, we have 4 9s, and kind of wish you had kept the family at this point. So if you're gone, and then most of you are gone. 10, 9, 7. You guys are gone. You're gone. Well, you might stay. You're gone. 4, 5, 6, 7. But if we get the 8, we're playing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 regardless, so goodbye. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That was close. Oh my goodness. I'm playing straights. I feel like every round is close. A perishable polychrome gluttonous joker. Let me think on that for a bit. Hold on, let me buy a spectral pack. Destroy a random card and add 2 enhanced aces. Or we can immolate. I mean, we have 4 2s here. We kind of want to get rid of the 2s. So actually, immolate, I think, is the play here. Like, you don't want to hit the 10, the 9, or especially the 7, but... And this ace you want gone, these 2s you want gone, so like, yeah. And that could have gone better. What is our deck composition right now? We have 3 7s, 4 8s, 3 9s, 3 10s. Could be worse. And honestly, maybe you buy some standard packs just kind of fill out those higher numbers. Right? Like, So, okay, our go-to hand is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So, in theory, you want to have the most of those cards. And I guess, for the purpose of the straight creation, you want those cards to be basically equally distributed amongst themselves. So, we buy a holographic, wild 7 of clubs. Alright, now back to Gluttonous Joker. So, it's Polychrome, which is going to be decent. I mean... And that helps with our molts. It's a molting, which is nice. Hanging Chat, again, I don't think it's doing much for us at this point regardless. Because, like, yeah, it activates our first card 2 additional times. So, like, our best case scenario is that's a 10. So we get 20 extra chips. And, like, if this card just said, get 20 extra chips, I don't think I'd be playing it. Gluttonous Joker is giving us the Polychrome. And then in addition, it is... We're going to get something out of the clubs on most hands, at least. So... But then it's also perishable, so we're gonna have to replace it, but Balatro we want to replace soon anyway, so I think you roll with Gluttonous Joker for a bit at least. Just until you can find something more permanent to put there. Now, -1 hand size is going to be really annoying. No, you don't keep the 5. Because if you get 9, 8, and 6, you're not playing the 5 anyway. Fool. I can get Temperance. Might save that for something a little more impactful. 10, 9, 8, 7. So we just need our 6 now. We got it. Okay. And I think we should be winning in 1. Hopefully. Alright, alright. This card gains chips per discarded heart, so it changes every round. I mean, it's anti-6. I think it's too late to start building a castle. Like, maybe it was anti-6th century, but no. Red seal? A red seal in this holographic 7 is pretty good. Yeah, give me red seal in the 7. And actually, ironically now, Ballad would actually be pretty decent. If you could have that 7 in hand. Definitely want the Celestial pack. How is our Saturn only on level 3? That's absurd. That's sad. You know what? Guess what? It's on level 4 now. Tarot cards. You know, that helps scale Fortune Teller. I think you go for it. Now, we might want to start skipping a little more aggressively pretty soon, because we need to replace Gluttonous Joker. Alright, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8. We're looking for just a 9 or a 4 at this point. Empress, okay, that helps scale the old vampire. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Should have put that on a different card, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, that's respectable. I think we're on track to beat this steak. That being said, Gluttonous Joker is going to perish before we get to the final boss, which might be a problem. Bloodstone. 1 in 2 chance for played cards with Heart Suit to give times 1.5 more when scored. So you gotta specifically be playing hearts. We don't have that many hearts. I mean, I guess we have 8 hearts. What's the distribution like, though? I guess we'd probably expect to have, like, a heart or 2 in our average straight. And we could fix the deck a bit, but, eh. Delayed gratification. It's eternal. The effect is basically meaningless, because we are going to discard to try to get our straights every round. I guess the question is, do we want to just double down on, like, Gluttonous Joker just is the polychrome spot, and just have delayed gratification as polychrome, and that's just all it's doing? If Gluttonous Joker were perishing in, like, 1 more round, I think you do it. I think for now, though, we have the time to look for something better. Like, for example, skipping and then getting a rare Joker in the next shop. I have 4, 5, 6. So you definitely get rid of the duplicates. And the question is, I think you just get rid of the duplicates for now. Obviously, it's generally best to discard as many cards as possible, but... So we got 7, 6, 5, 4. We literally just need 8. So, to that end, you get rid of this. You get rid of these. Get rid of this. How... Straight flush would be slightly worse than actually a normal straight, but you do then get the gluttonous because these are clubs, so it's probably a bit of a wash. And what are the odds that the 8 is club regardless? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. But first we'll use the High Priestess. I think you sell these. Okay. You need another one. We have 4, 5, 6. We have 7s. 7, 8, 9. What do we got in the deck? 9 cards. Which actually, we can fish for the entire deck. So, we have a 10. We have 6s. So, you've got a discard in the hand to make it work. If you just get rid of these and these, you will get your 6 and your 10, and then you can do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Right, extra large blind is always tough. You're on Ante 7. Burnt Joker. Upgrade the level of the first discarded poker hand. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Spectral Pack, though, can be interesting. Immolate. I'm not willing to pay $60 for a random rare Joker. The question is, do I want to gain... And we have, what? We got 2 4s and a 2. But we also have a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So we have our entire, like, ideal hand here. I think the risk is probably too high to immolate this. I think you skip. Might as well standard pack, though. Yeah, no. Too late for DNA for certain. Give me the tower. It can do something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here's what we do. Actually, we make a tower ace. And then we play this to buff the vampire. Now go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. One more round remaining on a gluttonous Joker. So we need to get a replacement for that. Like, immediately. Arts, malts, okay. Adds number of time poker hand has been played this run to malts. And how many straights have we played? 22. I mean, 22 malt with these multipliers. I think that's good enough to swap out for. It is also perishable itself, but we have sort of reset the timer at least. So there's that. I mean, you play the sun here just to buff tarot or fortune teller. What do we got here? 10, 9, 8. So you're looking for 7, 6. Get rid of the duplicates. There's a 6. Now you're literally just looking for 7. Literally just looking for 7. There you are. Okay, you get the Empress on some of these cards just to feed the vampire touch. And there you go. Better be enough to win in one. It was. Okay, how much longer do we have? So, okay, you are just going to survive to the end of the round. And I think you're good enough to get us there. I hope. And there's an appeal to cutting these 2s, but I think there's also appeal to... And there's appeal to Wheel of Fortune. 1 in 4 chance to, like, really impact the run in a positive way. I think you gotta go Empress here, though. Feed the vampire some more. Now that we actually have base molts, every little extra bit of times molt is meaningful. One to 7 cards get drawn face down. Oh, that sucks. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think our strategy here, because we already have most of the low straight built, we have 4 6s in the deck. The odds that our 6s all get drawn face down are extremely low. So I think you fish for the 6 so you can get this low straight going. There we go. Perfect. Now before we do this, we do tower the ace. And then play this to feed the vampire. Vampires love stone, as we all know, of course. Okay. That was a scary boss blind, but we persevere, we make it through. And yet buy this just to use it, I think. I don't think we can use Judgment. There's nothing I want to sell to get rid of. Yeah, that's a fun thing. And our Saturn is actually scaling a fair bit. What are we at? Level 7? That's good. I get Judgment. I guess you can hold on to that for now. There's no real downside. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7. Discard low end because we're fishing for 6s. We got it. I guess you keep the Judgment around just on the off chance if we, like, somehow make one of these Jokers turn negative. Then, like, maybe you now have space to Judgments. But I do think this is our lineup of Jokers going into the finale. I don't really foresee us changing this at all. What I do foresee changing is changing this 3 for a better 7. Show me this. Are we interested in adding a 10? I only have 3 10s. This is a pretty common thing. But it's on the edges of the straights, right? Like 7 you want a lot of because it's right in the middle. 7 and 6 are basically involved in all of the straights. Right, our ideal is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. But like I'm fine with 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So like, I actually think we don't add a 10 here. Violet Vessel, a very large blind? Why? Why would you do this to me? I do have 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Because if we get the 7, we can just straight up play our thing. Okay, now we have 9s. So now you can get rid of the 4 because you do 9, 8. Yeah. Okay. Use you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And let's pay attention to how much score this gives us specifically. Because that'll tell us a lot about how we need to approach the next boss. 352,000. Guys, I think we might be screwed. Marble Joker. That's interesting. Because here's the deal. So we get 350,000 on our hand. We need to get 1.2 million. Which is 4 hands. Of our 4 of our best hands. What this jump is absurd. Okay. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. There's no way we're going to re-roll that. Like, we do not have any voucher that lets us re-roll that, unfortunately. It's unlikely we're going to get the Luchador by just re-rolling the shop. Or is it Luchador? There's something that lets you get rid of the boss blind. Or a blind. Yeah, boss blind thing. Okay, so we currently get 22 mult from our hand, plus 26 from Supernova, 26 from Fortune. So these are exact equivalents. You're just perishable, but that doesn't matter because we're going to the last hand anyway. Last ante. We get 360 chips from Runner, which seems relevant. I mean, that is over double the chips. So this is almost, like, this is kind of, you could think of it almost as like a ×2 mult, sort of, because it doubles the amount of chips we have, which doubles the final score. And then Vampires ×2.6, Orders ×3. Now here's the question. Is ×1.5 going to be better than 26 mult straight up? Well, let's think about it. It's 26 plus 22, but it's half of that. So like technically the ×1.5 is going to be slightly worse than just 26 base mult. I think if I've done the math right here. So Marble Joker is not good enough to swap out Fortune Teller or Supernova for. And as I already said, Runner is probably effectively kind of a ×2 mult, sort of, because it basically doubles our quantity of chips we otherwise would have had. You can't use Justice. Or you can use Justice, but the issue is, right, it doesn't help as much as it would thanks to Vampire. Oh, this boss blind sucks. Like, I'm just trying to think what could... Because there's no way we can actually beat this. Like, 1.2 million in 3 hands. And, like, our hands are really tough to build, too. So we usually use, like, all of our discards just to get one hand out there. Like, our best case scenario is maybe we can make it in 3. If we get 3, like, perfect hands. But I'm not willing to bet on that. Let's look at the Arcana pack. And Hierophanting, a couple of cards we're likely to use. Helps. Makes Vampire just slightly better. You might as well buy to hold the glass, and I think you need to roll. Death can help. Okay, sell judgments. Ooh, card sharp. ×3 mult if played Poker Mantis or didn't play. So this is going to make our first hand worse, but if we can get our second hand off, I think this actually might be just what we need to save us. Supernova is going to be worse than Fortune Teller. It already is worse, and we're going to play some more tarot cards. We sell Judgment. Actually, I guess you might as well have kept Judgment just to see what it gave you. Oh well, it's fine. We sell you. We buy Card Sharp. It makes our first hand worse, but I think this times 3 is going to be meaningful. You buy Death. That's as many tarot cards as you bring into the round. You got nothing to lose, though, so you might as well take a look in the Jumbo Pack. You know, having an extra 7 kicking around, that's one of our most important cards to have. You buy Saturn. Okay. And here we go. This is like the most intense final boss in Balatro I've had in a while. Okay. So we need to be really efficient with this because we are going to have to play multiple straights here. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 3 4s in the deck. We have 3... Or we have 2... Okay, hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a straight immediately. Remember, we have Death available. And actually, before we do anything, we want to Justice the 5. Because feeding the vampire early is good. Alright. No discards for our first straight. This is an amazing start. Card Sharp did not activate here, but it will activate hereafter. We have 6, we have 7, we have 8. Now, so that was a 289. Our next one is going to be about 3 times. So it's going to be in the 900,000-ish range, maybe higher. Especially if we can get like a good 7 involved. That would put us... Yeah. So one more straight probably gets us about where we want to be. What do we have? We have 8, 7, 6. We can always turn an 8 into a 9, in theory. We can't turn 7s into... Well, we can, but it's not helpful to turn 7s into 8. So you do this. I am still worried about throwing away... We gotta make sure you get the second straight. If you don't get the second straight, you're screwed regardless. You have to discard this. Justice, that's good. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Perfect. Perfect. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. But first, you use Justice on your 6. Feed the vampire. Make the tarot or the fortune teller a little better. Straight. And if this doesn't work out, we still have at least one of every type of card in the deck that we need to make one more straight. So I think we should have this. We have Death in our back pocket as well to kind of fix things in our favor. There we go. Oh boy. That was close. That was one of the most satisfying Balatro runs I've had in a bit. Like the juggling the perishables, that Card Sharp at the very end coming in clutch, and honestly, without that Card Sharp, I don't think we make that. That was about as close of you can come to losing a winning run in Balatro. But I think we played it well. I think, especially towards the end of stretch there, I think we made all the kind of proper decisions to give ourselves the best odds. And it worked.